What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back for a recap of Belle Collective. This is for season 3, episode 2. Let's get off into it. So, you guys, the episode picked up where, it left off last time. We have Latrice talking to her friend, explaining the situation between her and her husband and how he was so worried about her and how he needed to know her location all the time. Latrice says that Zaddy is just being overprotective. I call BS. That man is controlling as hell. Okay, it's just like, Latrice, you are not helping the situation by being in denial about your husband's behavior. And I believe one of you all left a comment saying, well, that's what happens, when you marry an older man. I also was told this by an older man that, older men, they are just controlling. I feel like that is a whole bunch of bullshiggity. When you marry a woman and she is younger than you, that does not give you license to act like her father. She's looking for a husband. Okay, yes, she calls him Zaddy, but it's supposed to be playful and sexy and, it's supposed to be that type of thing, not nigga, you trying to control her and treat her like your 12-year-old daughter. Okay? Like, that's very, incestuous. Okay? If that's the word. I just feel like there is no excuse for Cliff's behavior. This is a grown woman. You either trust her or you don't. I feel like a lot of men are very insecure. And that's where the controlling part of their character, that's where that comes into play. And instead of them just saying, I'm insecure, I feel like you're a hot woman and, you may end up meeting a younger guy and leaving me for him. Instead of him saying all of that, he's going to stand over her and her friends while she's talking to them. Okay, like he is chaperoning her at a school dance. And that's exactly what she said to her friend. And it's just like, Latrice, girl, this is not the marriage you need to be in. And then you keep referring back to your parents. That's your parents. Okay, if anything, you wouldn't want to repeat the cycle in your marriage of how your dad treated your mom. Because all that being controlling, that he gonna start getting physical with you. Okay, so he may not be touching you right now. Okay, but that's what's coming next if you keep putting up with this behavior. And I think she need to leave Zaddy. Okay, leave his ass alone. Another thing that irritates me with Latrice is she has all this mouth for these women on this show, like SOGUCCI and Marie, but like with her husband, you're walking on eggshells and you scared, and it's just like, you can't be that way. I told y'all, the reason why Nene is my favorite reality star of all time, because Nene had a way of getting the girls together, and if Greg needed to be checked, she would check his ass too. And she stayed the same person while doing that. And I see a lot of these women, they're not like that. Even with Kenya talk all that shit to the women on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then with Mark, she was tiptoeing and acting scared and child, bye. We ain't got time for that. Latrice gets to explaining to Josh and her female friend that, Cliff didn't know where she was going. Like, why do you have to keep checking in with this nigga? He ain't your daddy. You're a grown woman. You're a boss. This is why I can't be married, you guys. Not in a marriage or relationship like that where the man is so insecure. I dealt with that. And it's way too much. Relationships and marriages are not supposed to be ran like that. people are to have their freedom. Yes, you could check in with your mate and be like, well, babe, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But it shouldn't be a big deal if you've, forgot to tell him. You're human, and you're grown. So it's just team too much. She keep trying to cover for his bad behavior. That's not healthy. Y'all don't even have a healthy enough marriage to have a baby. So I don't want to hear no more talk about a damn baby. It's just too much. So when Josh was speaking to Latrice, Josh is so funny to me. He was like, I see Cliff. Hey. So Cliff, they show him shaking his head. He can't stand Josh. Honey, they are funny to me. Latrice, that's something good you did this season. You got Josh on here. Please keep him on here, Latrice, because he's going to keep you honest. And, honey, he going to tell the truth, okay? Just get to asking Latrice, why you whispering? Why you acting like you in some type of witness protection program? I'm whispering so he can't hear me. That's team too much. Ain't no way in hell I could be with a man like that. And can Cliff even still get his damn dick up while he trying to, be the big old boss, be the king of the house? Like, hell no, your dick better be working, and it better be working good. I mean, slot machine good, honey. I need to be able to touch the motherfucker and win the jackpot. Okay, how you doing? So, yeah, this old girl, this old Golden Girls watching Andy Griffin ass nigga girl, like, Latrice tells Josh, my husband is on your ass. You are literally banned from the house. Why? Because he tell the damn truth. Josh says before Latrice met Cliff, she was vibrant and fun and, they could go out and hang out anywhere. And now she's married to him. He acts like he is her babysitter. So he's just like sick of the whole thing. Cliff ends up sitting next to them, kind of like, and he starts like talking to some of the guys that he's sitting next to. And Josh was like, he ain't talking to them damn guys. He trying to eavesdrop on our conversation. Exactly. That's what they do. Like, Latrice, girl, is this how you want to live your life with a damn security guard? Okay. So Latrice's friends basically tell her that her husband is controlling. She insists that, he's being overly protective, and then they all get up and leave. And I looked to see, what Cliff was going to do, honey. Okay. But he just looked at him. So I guess he go allow. Okay. There's that word for her to shoot her scene, honey, in peace, I guess. So next, honey, we got SOGUCCI and JJ. They are preparing for their daughters to stop by, and SOGUCCI's daughter, Dee, she brings her baby. So they all, get to talking. I guess JJ's daughter, Star, went and got married and didn't tell her dad. JJ also mentions that his ex-wife is jealous of SOGUCCI, so she instigates a lot of stuff between, him and his girls, and he's thinking, that's why his daughter Star, didn't tell him that, she had got married and was pregnant. Child, this took me back to my dad when I ended up pregnant and he got mad and said that I was keeping that from him. I'm like, nigga, we ain't got no relationship, so you don't need to be mad about a damn thing. Okay? Like, you got unrealistic expectations, nigga, okay, on what I owe you. But I'm your dad and you wasn't always there for me. Okay? Now, JJ, on the other hand, you can tell he adores his girls and he's actually in their life. So I like that about him. So JJ talks to his daughter off to the side and tells his daughter that he was hurt about, her not telling him that she was pregnant and, that she didn't when it got married. He wanted to be a part of that. We also see SOGUCCI and D, they are talking about JJ and Star as well. And D says that JJ is controlling. I can see a bit of that, like he don't understand, boundaries. SOGUCCI also mentions that Sky and Sanjay heard that SOGUCCI was talking about their mom. And SOGUCCI says that their mom, Sabrina, is trying to turn the girls against her. And I guess it's all because she's married to JJ and Sabrina is jealous of their marriage. Okay, shout out to Letitia Scott. I feel like that's real childish and petty. JJ says that he is happy, honey, that his daughter Star, honey, is having a son because he been stuck with all these girls for all these years. So now he finally get to have him a grandson. He wants Star to name the baby after him. She was like, no, daddy, I'm gonna name the baby after his dad. That JJ, honey, he is a trip. He is so funny to me. So next, honey, we see Miss Tambra Cherie with her fake ass. I cannot stand her. You guys, she just comes off as like really inauthentic, like really secretive. I understand, honey, why the other Bells didn't show up to her little event. But she's at this homecoming event. What is it? A tailgating party for Jackson State. Only SOGUCCI came with her daughter D. Tambra is with her manager, Quasi. And D and SOGUCCI, they like, where Damon at? What's going on? But yeah, she with her manager, Quasi. And they mentioned how she had a big smile on her face, every time she's around Quasi. SOGUCCI says that the other Bells are still mad at Tambra for all the lying she did at the reunion. Tisha mentions that she didn't get an invite to the homecoming party. And Tamara is full of bullshiggity because they showed on here where she had mentioned she had invited all the girls, everybody's invited, but then she mentioned, this is how you know she a liar, then she mentioned, well, I told SOGUCCI and I thought she was going to extend an invitation to all the girls. It's like, girl, which one is it? So yeah, Tambra is a liar, a cheater, deceiver, and a heartbreaker. Okay, ain't they go announced that she's been like cheating on Demont, some type of scandal, honey, she caught up in. Okay. So next, honey, we got JJ and Cliff. They get together and talk about Latrice and how she backstabbed SOGUCCI by closing on a building with somebody else. Cliff says Latrice didn't backstab SOGUCCI. Okay, business is business and it comes before friendship. I disagree with that. I feel as if somebody is helping you with something and you decide to go with somebody else, you should be upfront and clear about, what you are doing. But see, Latrice is over there tiptoeing, okay, walking on eggshells with Zaddy. So she is moving in silence, and it ain't just about business. It's the personal has affected how she does her business. Okay. So Glenn ends up joining them. Glenn says Tisha is looking for a condo. Rightfully so, nigga. Your ass can't stop cheating. Okay, I really wish like Letitia would just let him go and stop acting like this man is the last man on the planet for you to be with. Okay. Cliff says to Glenn, if she wants to move on, then you got to let her go, which is true. But Cliff, you also need to treat your wife better. Okay, but honey, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Cliff ain't gonna change. Latrice gonna have to divorce him, honey. Okay? I know that's the last thing she want to do, but that's what she need to do. So JJ ends up mentioning his daughter's baby shower, who is going to be hosted by his ex-wife, Sabrina. So they get to talking about how Cliff used to mess with Sabrina while she was married to JJ. And then Cliff says he didn't know that Sabrina was married. Cliff said they were only married 2 weeks at the time, when he was messing around with her. Cliff said that Sabrina said it was a forced marriage because I guess she ended up getting pregnant. I was like, y'all is so messy. And it was just so funny how these men can sit up here and laugh about this, but meanwhile, if it's a woman, it would have been a really big deal, right? JJ said that people used to gossip about Sabrina messing around on him, and he was like, they kept saying it was with some tree guy, so I was looking for the guy, and, I thought all of that was funny. So the producer asked Cliff, why aren't you telling the guys what happened with you and Latrice at M Bar? And Cliff said, because it's a private conversation and y'all was trying to eavesdrop. Nigga, this is a reality show. Ain't no damn eavesdropping. You didn't bring this shit up because you are ashamed of your behavior. You know you insecure. You know if you are away from Latrice for a substantial amount of time, she may find somebody better and not want your old Sanford and Son Grady looking ass. Okay, that's what it is, nigga. Okay, I got these niggas numbers, honey. Y'all know Miss Robinson knows, honey. So next, honey, we got Latrice and we got her boy Josh. So yeah, Josh is still upset with Cliff and how he was all in Latrice's face, pointing in her face, calling him out of his name. He was being very nasty and being very disrespectful. And when they replayed it, you guys, I was like, oh, this does not look good at all. I watched some reviews and people kept saying, well, Josh can't talk about her husband. And listen, he's living in a house with them. Okay. And he is witnessing his friend being disrespected. I don't know any friend that can just keep quiet and go along, with a situation like that. So, yeah, Latrice, girl, this looks really bad, okay? Latrice begins making excuses for Cliff's behavior, saying he's just super, overprotective ever since her business popped off. Girl, he insecure. You got your own money and stuff. That's why a lot of these older men, they love getting with younger women that don't have money like that because they know that they could tie that woman down and control her. And, she needs him for survival. And the fact, Latrice, you don't need him from a financial standpoint, I feel like that makes him very insecure. Latrice apologizes for Cliff's behavior. She's crying. Josh says he feels like Latrice is crying out for help. And then, she goes right back to, the same thing with Zaddy, walking on eggshells, not saying nothing. I guess she took a while to call Josh back after everything that happened. At M Bar, she kind of went ghost. You cannot do that. I think Latrice does that with her business too. You can't do that. You have to be upfront with people. Look at the situation with her and Gucci and how she snaked Gucci. And all of it is a trickle down effect from what's going on in her personal life. And she think that, oh, if I just look cute, I got this long wig on. She's very superficial, you guys. That's why I never got into her like that, because it was like, yeah, I can see right through you. Okay, but you walking on eggshells with your husband. You being secretive and sneaky, with the girls. All of that is from your personal life because you keep trying to sweep things under the rug. And Latrice, it's time to leave that man alone. He not gonna change. He's so damn old, he ain't gonna change shit. He will change the channel. He may change his draws, but honey, he ain't changing that character, okay? But yeah, I felt bad that Josh, was crying because he sounded really concerned about his friend. Josh did mention he was worried about job security, but he said Latrice, she knows that, she can't really replace him. So Latrice said that she don't allow anybody to get in the middle of her business. Girl, it's too late. Shit, you are letting that man in the middle of your business. Okay? So he's controlling a lot more than what you think, Latrice. He's running your business, whether you know it or not. He's running your personal life too. He's running you. Okay? You are his puppet. You are not a wife. And his age does not give him license, you guys, to speak to this woman like this. She's a grown-ass woman with her own career. So he's just very insecure. Period. But Josh said, honey, he don't want to be in the middle of Latrice and Cliff's bullshiggity anymore. Don't even tell me, none of y'all business. It's just going to make me upset. And it's going to make the rift even bigger between me and your husband. And really quickly, I remember I talked to one of you all about Latrice and Cliff sleeping in the separate rooms. And like I said, if you're trying to bring a baby into this world, you and your husband need to be on good terms. I get people are, they may grow apart or have differences, or they may want to sleep apart from their maid, and, they're having some issues. I get that, that does happen in long-term relationships and marriages, but that's not what's happening here. I think she feels a disconnect from her husband, and it's just another way for her to sweep things under the rug and not make a clear decision on how she's going to move forward with her life. Like, she really needs to divorce that man. This ain't about just sleeping in separate rooms. It's time for you to make a decision. Is she a Libra? I think I heard she a Libra, and that's one of Libra's biggest faults. They can be very indecisive, trying to balance things out, trying to keep everybody happy. But Libra, it's most important that you are happy. So next, honey, we are at SOGUCCI's event. She then invited all the girls to come and work out. Letitia come in. She think that they getting ready to do some yoga. And Gucci was like, we ain't doing no damn yoga. I don't know why you brought that, honey. So they began working out, working on their glutes, okay, with this little belt. Marie and Latrice, they're not there yet. So Latrice and Josh, they end up coming up, and Gucci gets them a band to put on. That way they can, do the little workout. Latrice says she wasn't in a hurry to get to the boot camp because she didn't want to see any of the girls. She says they make a big issue out of everything she does. So Marie finally arrives. Latrice said that Marie should have been the first person there. The BBL was BBLing. I said, Latrice, girl, you need to quit. Tambra was there too. Y'all see how I forgot that heifer? I just really don't like her. I think if they get rid of her, they will be better off. You don't need a person that lies and, lies by omission, adding things to things, leaving things out, creating all types of chaos and confusion. And I told y'all, God is not the author of confusion. Tambra is. Tambra confronts Marie about not showing up to her little homecoming event. And, Marie says she had other things to do. And basically, she's not really trying to fool with Tambra because she feel like she filled with bullshiggity, honey. Okay. So as Marie and Tambra are talking, Latrice walks up and that damn Marie walks away. Okay. Run away from me with this. So we see Marie, she go over there to SOGUCCI. I ain't trying to be around that snake. She a snake in the grass. I told you her ass ain't no damn good. I told you. I told Letitia. I like Marie Monroe, honey. I like Marie. She's funny. So Letitia and Tambra and Latrice, they're all talking. And Letitia was like, well, why did she leave? Oh, she left because Treese came over here. And Latrice was like, I don't care nothing about Marie. So we catch Tamara, and yet again another lie. She telling Tisha she invited all the girls, and then they show where, she thought that Gucci was supposed to invite them because Gucci came to the radio station and did an interview with her. Letitia seems really hurt that she didn't get an invite. Tamara says she was nervous about inviting Marie and Latrice in the same place. Latrice says, oh, so you chose Marie over me. And then Tamara's like, Marie didn't even come. I've been grinding and working and I've been so busy. Tisha was like, girl, we all been busy. We all have our phones on us. Ain't nobody that booked and busy where they can't pick up the damn phone and make a few calls. I was like, true that, true that. Tisha says she's sick of Tamara and her lies, and she's sick of playing connect the dots with Tambra. She ends up walking away, and before she walked away, she was like, yeah, I don't want to be the dark-skinned girl that's being aggressive, so let me go. I was like, okay, Tisha. Because people do say that about, certain dark-skinned women, that they being aggressive, honey, with the light-skinned girls, okay? So next, honey, we are at the baby shower that JJ's ex, Sabrina, is throwing. It's unorganized. The food ain't ready. She got her daughter and her husband sitting in lawn chairs, honey. And so Gucci was like, honey, I had them sitting pretty, honey, like a king and a queen. I know that's right, so Gucci. So I noticed a bit of an attitude from Sabrina, like she don't really care for Gucci or be hating on her. And I could, like, everything that Gucci was saying that she does with her daughters to try to sabotage Gucci's relationship with her daughters, I can see it. I could see Sabrina doing that, honey. Gucci walked up to her like, girl, do you have any bottled water or any? Girl, you should always have bottled water, okay? Like, goddamn, we done went through a whole pandemic. You should always have some bottled water, okay? That's a necessity at this point. But Sabrina tell Gucci, well, girl, you got on yellow. There goes some lemonade. There you go. I was like, child. That was crazy. So Gucci says she's just there, to support her stepdaughter and, her baby. And she just really wants their blended family, to come together and work out. Latrice comes in and she mentions that she's really close with Sabrina. And it's funny because her husband used to sleep with this lady. And that's so funny that y'all so close, okay? Latrice also throws shade at Gucci, saying that so Gucci is just mad that Sabrina's ex-husband is still in love with her. I don't get that from JJ. I feel like JJ is totally obsessed with Gucci. And then she gets to saying how Cliff is so in love with her. I said, girl, that lies. Okay, that ain't no damn love. That's control. That's your damn problem. You keep saying the wrong words, honey, okay, at the wrong times, okay? The man ain't overprotective. He's controlling. He don't love you like that. He's controlling, okay? So Gucci is in a way healthier marriage than you are. So for you to say that, Latrice, girl, you are competing where you don't even compare. So a producer asked Latrice, well, things seem to be good between you and Cliff since y'all argument at M-Bar. What happened? And she was like, girl, go on with that. Go on to the next question. See, once again, you sweeping stuff under the rug, walking on eggshells. I mean, shit, I don't see why Gucci is mad at this girl at this point, because look at how she lives her life. So, of course, she's going to deal with you in that capacity and not tell you, she got another realtor. Of course, she going to be sneaky like that, okay? We see Tambra, she comes in, she says she used to do some work with JJ's ex, Sabrina. So they get ready to play a game. The first question is, what's the average of a newborn's stomach? Is it the size of a hazelnut, an apple, a peach, a kiwi? Latrice says she go Google the answer, honey. JJ said, honey, he used to hate answering questions like that in school because he would never get them right. Tambra says she loves babies, but she don't know much about them, and I don't think she gonna have any babies with Greedy. Okay, well, aka Damon. So Latrice and Cliff get in the photo booth. They about to take a picture. Gucci said, Latrice, I didn't know you was invited. And then Tree says, yeah, me and Selena go back. That's my girl. And you could kind of tell that kind of bothered Gucci. We've seen her kind of make faces at this event, so So Latrice asked SOGUCCI to step outside. You know, she could tell there's been some tension between the two of them because of the whole real estate deal. SOGUCCI says in her confessional, honey, she go speak her mind, honey, and set Latrice straight. I was like, somebody need to, honey. Treese says that she brought SOGUCCI into this collective. I'm like, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Okay, that child ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. You be moving shady and in a snaky way. And like Latrice, your relationship with Cliff is impacting your business, your friendship with Josh, your relationships with this collective of women that you're trying to actually build friendships with. Like, it's affecting everything. So, girl, you need to turn that nigga loose, okay? All right, so the episode, you guys, it went off right there. Okay, that's all I got for y'all. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.